Imagine you have a very important business meeting to go to, but you're running late because you can't find your clothes. Your room's a mess. You have everything everywhere. You can't find your dress shoes, your tie, your button up, your suit jacket, and because of this, you're running late to this business meeting. So you're on your way there and you actually get there, but it's too late. The business meeting already closed, it already ended, and you missed the deal, all because your room is junky. Now imagine how mad you would probably be. You'd probably punch in the air because you missed a very important business meeting. But that's okay, because hopefully you can do better next time. So if that were the case, what you should do is go home, clean your room, put things back where they belong, and try again. So the next business meeting comes and you wake up in a clean room. You know exactly where your clothes are. You know where your dress shoes are. You know where your tie is. You know where everything else is at. And you go to the business meeting early. On time at the latest, but early. Everything goes great because first impressions is important still. But everything goes great. You secure the deal. Now you're winning because you have a clean room. Now, I'm not going to explain how to clean your room, but I will explain how that example right there relates to what's called a book cleanup. And imagine a book cleanup being cleaning your room, but in the accounting way. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what a book cleanup is, how you can perform one for your own business, exactly what is included in a book cleanup, when you should do it, and just all the information you need to know on what a book cleanup can do for you and your business. So let's get straight into it. So a book cleanup can be defined as you reviewing your financial records for your business and making sure everything is accurate, everything is complete, and everything is in order. So this is something that can be done on a monthly basis. It may be called a monthly reconciliation, where you can reconcile what's in your bank to match up with what's in your books. So a book cleanup definitely is something that every business should partake of. But a reason why is because it's always beneficial to have financials that are in order. So imagine, like I said, with the clean room example, you're cleaning up your financials. So let's dive deeper into exactly what that would look like and how that could be beneficial for your business. So let's dive deeper into why book cleanups are important. Now, accuracy is always going to be one of the number one things when it comes to financials, especially for your business. You want to make sure your numbers are accurate. What this means is any type of tracking for your transactions, whether income or expenses, you want to keep track of it and make sure it's accurate. We don't want any false transactions. We don't want any duplicate transactions, because that's going to mess up your financial reports, which are needed when you do file your taxes. So accuracy is important. Also, compliance. When you abide by the accounting rules and regulations, you're making sure that your business is compliant, but also ready for any event that could happen. For example, if an audit occurs, again, God forbid, but if you're audited by the IRS, they're going to look into your financials to make sure everything is legit and accurate. If you have sloppy numbers, then you might be paying some fines. You could have additional tax penalties, and nobody wants that. So you want to make sure your financials are in order. Another reason why a book cleanup is important is because of the informed decisions you can really make when your financials are reporting the right numbers. When you know exactly what your business is doing, when you know what the numbers are literally like, it gets to be a lot easier to make business decisions, such as knowing what to spend more money on, what investments you can make, if you should cut back on expenses, if you need more income immediately, or you can plan that out for the next year. It really gets to be a lot easier to make informed decisions when you know what your financials look like. An example of making informed decisions because you know what your numbers literally are could be you look at your profit and loss statement and you see that you made a good amount of income for the year. And then you're kind of wondering how much you're going to have to pay in taxes because you made a profit. But knowing exactly what your numbers are can allow for you to see how much you made in that example, so that you can know if you need some more tax saving strategies so that you're not paying a lot of taxes come tax season. Another example could be you see that you made a lot of profit, but you didn't really keep a lot of it. Your gross profit is up, but your net income is down. And because of this, that could be a reason why you should cut back on some expenses. And these decisions may seem simple, but those type of decisions really do save businesses. If a business doesn't know how they're literally performing because they don't have clean financials, then it gets to be harder for them to make decisions. They could make any type of decision, But any type of decision without the right financials could be detrimental to the growth of their business or even their business as a whole. And that's the reason why a lot of businesses, whether startups or have been around for a while, fail. They don't know what their numbers are looking like. They don't make informed decisions with proper numbers. And that's a reason why a book cleanup definitely is needed if you've never done one before. Let's take a quick break from the sauce and actually talk about one thing that takes about 10, maybe even 5 seconds, and that's hitting that subscribe button. So hit that subscribe button. Also drop a like if you're liking the content. More will be on the way where we talk about startups, taxes, and business overall. So make sure to like and subscribe, and I appreciate all the support. Now let's talk about how a book cleanup can help out with tax season. So when tax season is coming around, of course, you want to make sure you have accurate numbers to report on your tax return. And once you have your books cleaned, that's going to be a lot easier to put your profit and loss from your business on a Schedule C, for example, on your individual tax return. If you're a sole proprietor or a single member LLC, that information would go on your Schedule C. And then if you have a separate business entity, then it would go on those respective tax forms. But once you have a book cleanup, it's going to be a lot easier for you to put those numbers from your financial reports that are now cleaned and accurate onto your tax forms so you can file a lot easier. So that's going to look like you saving a bunch of time. So on average, it takes about 13 hours for a regular person to file their tax return. But once you have the numbers and of course your other tax documents you have to account for, once all of that is cleaned and secure and organized, it's going to be a lot easier for you to get your taxes done. Whether you're your own tax preparer or you have an accountant, your accountant is going to thank you for being organized. So, help your accountant out if you already have one and try and do your best to stay organized. And it's going to be a clean and also just streamlined way for you to get your taxes filed. Also, when your numbers are cleaned and your books are cleaned, you can kind of have that peace of mind where you've done your part, you're reporting the right numbers, and God forbid an audit comes, you're prepared. Also, you would be avoiding penalties because you have the right numbers and the right numbers are being reported on your tax return. So this should give you an overall confidence that 1, you most likely will not be audited, and 2, the worst case scenario could happen. At least your numbers are organized and accurate. So that's a benefit of having a book cleanup come tax season, where it's going to save you time and also save you some money, because when you do have a book clean up, that's going to be a lot easier for you to identify deductions. So once you know what you are spending your money on, where your investments for your business income is going, you might come across some deductions you would have overlooked if your books weren't cleaned. So this is why a book cleanup does help out with tax season, because it gives you a peace of mind knowing your financials are accurate and accurate numbers are going on your tax forms that are being sent to the state and the IRS. And also it's going to help you to be able to get some tax savings up. If you get all your deductions because you know what you spent your money on, it gets to be a lot easier to just do taxes when you have accurate numbers from a book cleanup. Let's quickly go over what is included in an actual book cleanup. Now, I know accounting may seem kind of stressful, but it's needed, all right? Also, it's not that hard. All you got to do is just keep it simple. So let's talk about review. So you want to review your bank statements and your credit card statements. It's great to get them organized if you can. So retrieve your bank statements and credit card statements. Also, you want to reconcile. You want to have an accounting software. That's usually the best way to go about accounting. Spreadsheets can help in the beginning stages, but you want to think smarter, not harder. So have some type of accounting software that's going to help out. So you want to reconcile. Anything that is in your books should be matching exactly how it is in your bank statements. So you want to look at your bank statements and reconcile those transactions within your books. Make sure there's no type of duplicate transactions or anything like that. And that goes to the next part, which is correct. So it would be reconciling any issues, but correcting any mistakes that could have been made within your accounting software, or any entries you might have done improperly, or see if there's anything missing. Just match up whatever is going on in your bank account with your books so that they are identical with each other. And then the next part is categorize. So when you categorize your transactions, you're actually going about your tax situation in a more efficient way, because you're categorizing what you would be categorizing on a tax form, such as the Schedule C. So you're going to be marking what is travel, what is a business meal, what is payments to your contractors, what's payroll, and different expenses, and also different types of income. And this is going to help with the organization of your financial reports as well. And then once you have all those categorized and everything matches within your books and your banks and they're identical, you can generate your financial reports and verify. Make sure everything looks good. And now you're ready to go about tax season or any other type of informed decision you have to make for your business. So if you keep it simple, a book cleanup really isn't that hard. It's like cleaning your room, but for your accounting. So make sure you know exactly what should be done for your books, especially before tax season. Make sure you know if you need a book cleanup or not, or if you're good to go, if you keep track of everything on a monthly basis. But just do a review of your accounts and your accounting system and see what's needed. If a book cleanup is needed, I would act right away so you could get that organized as soon as possible. But if you still have some questions, I would click the link in the description for a free consultation. My accounting firm, D. Howard & Associates, LLC, provides free consultations for anybody who has some questions on accounting or taxes or even a book cleanup in your bookkeeping system. So ask any type of questions, but click the link in the description for a free consultation. Also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content that's coming out on finances, accounting, taxes, and just business in general. And I appreciate all the support, and I will see you guys in the next video.